I think one of the strangest things in the world is discovering the thing you love later than everyone else. Not when you're 18, not in film school, not when you have all the time in the world, but later. When life already feels loud, when you already have responsibilities, bills, work, people really depending on you. And somehow, in the middle of all of that, you pick up a camera and something inside of you, well, it wakes up. Hello, friend. Look guys, you think you missed the boat, the proverbial boat. You think you missed it. Well, this video exists. This video found you because I'm gonna tell you that not only did you not miss the creative filmmaker, cinematographer, photographer boat, the royal boat, if you will. Not only did you not miss it, you're actually right on time. And better than that, you're actually exactly where you're supposed to be. And I'm gonna unpack it. First, I won't waste too much time. You've likely never seen me. I run a YouTube channel full-time separate from this, and maybe you'll find it in another capacity. But this one, I stood this one up because I'm in the throes of dealing with exactly what I'm gonna talk about right now. And I figure if I am hitting a wall trying to navigate feeling too late to the party, there's gotta be someone else out there that feels the same way, so let's unpack it. You know, it's funny, when you get on YouTube and you try to learn filmmaking and cinematography or photography, when you try to learn this art and this craft, because it is that, it's a craft. If you're like me, you start to quickly feel like you're behind the 8 ball pretty bad. And not only are you behind the ball, but you are, you're losing time. You know, every time you watch a video, it's some guy that started when he was 18, when he had nothing to lose and bootstrapped his way into being a DP with a big studio now, and they do super cool productions. And you're like, well, I'm 30 or I'm 40. You know, I don't have my childhood or my adolescence to devote to maybe this thing working out. And so what starts to creep inside is like, man, I have a family, I have a job, but then there's this whole world of filmmaking that I want to learn. But even if I learn half of it, what am I even going to do with it? You know, you start to wrestle with these things. And I'm here to tell you that, brother, sister, you did not miss the boat. And not only did you not miss the boat, like I said, you're right on time. Now, let's talk about a couple objective facts. If you're trying to learn any art form, it's going to take time. There is a massive learning curve, and that's okay. So I think the first thing that a lot of us struggle with is just making peace with the fact that it's going to take time to learn this thing. But here's what's so cool about picking up a camera and using it is that you get immediate feedback. Once you learn the basics and you can dial the aperture the way you want and you understand lighting and you understand some basic ISO metrics, you can start to get instant feedback from the comfort of your home. Unlike guitar, when you pluck it and you pick it and it just sounds god-awful for a really long time. So I think the first thing that I want to give you as a vote of confidence is, look, if you're struggling to learn this cinematography camera thing and you feel like you just don't have the time to dedicate to learning it, the first piece of advice that I want to give to you is just pick the camera up. Just point it. Just play around with it. Just pick one thing that you want to go deep on. And when I say deep, spend one day or the time that you have in a day, or spend 1 week going into aperture. What is aperture? What is fast? What is slow? You'll get a basic grip on that and then apply it. Then go ISO, then go shutter speed, then go down the line of all these kind of basic filmmaking fundamentals. But you might be saying, Marcus, I get all that. That's basic stuff. I'm not here to hear you tell me about playing with a camera. So let's talk to you. I picked up a video camera, a real full frame powerhouse camera 3 years ago for the first time in a real way, because I went full time into a separate YouTube channel and I wanted to up my production. Up to that point, I had had others filming me talking about what I talk about in my other channel, but it got to a point where I said, you know what, I want to take my quality to the next level. So I jumped all the way in. And what I was able to accomplish in the 3 years, I'm going to tell you, not to boast, because honestly, it's not anything crazy. However, it is worth noting. In that 3 years' time, I went from really not understanding camera fundamentals at all to shooting a short film. I shot a short film, which you can find. Maybe I'll link it. I shot actually, matter of fact, the intro to that short film is the video before this. It's the first video on the channel. So if you want to see that, I shot that on an FX30, the whole thing, FX30. And maybe there was, we sprinkled in a little bit of an A7S3, I think is that Sony camera. Anyways, I digress. I shot a short film and I shot a short documentary. Now, that documentary was the culmination of everything I had learned in my first year of learning filmmaking. Again, you can find that. Maybe I'll link it. If someone finds this video and you want to watch it, let me know. I'll link it. But my point is I went from knowing nothing to running and gunning a cinema camera. I say cinema camera loosely because these days, really any camera can produce cinematic quality, which is probably a topic for a different day. But my point remains. In my first year of picking up a camera, I went from literally not understanding how to really expose the shot to running and gunning on a 3-day documentary shoot at a world famous barbecue restaurant that I edited, color graded, produced myself. I'm telling you that because that was a passion project. So my next point is, look guys, if you are struggling to figure out how you want to apply this whole camera thing, like you're watching video after video, lens, cameras, gear, what do I do? How do I learn all this? Do what I did. Pick a couple basic things that they're necessary to learning in order to understand filmmaking. Pick those basic things. I could do another video on that if you want, but pick those things, go all in on those, quiet out the noise for the purpose of going and making your first passion project. That's my last point. Guys, passion projects are the secret. It is the secret to this whole thing in the beginning. If you don't know how you're going to apply filmmaking, you just know like there's something that's burning inside of you that's saying, look, go pick up the camera, go create. You see all these super cool spec ads and commercials and documentaries and films, and you know you want to get a little taste of that. You don't know how. Here's how. Learn the basics. Pick a passion project, something you're passionate about. Go find a human being out in the ether. You probably already know them. They're probably a family member or a friend, and say, hey, can I grab you for a weekend? And I'm just going to document for the purposes of I don't know. But I'm going to use this passion project to learn storytelling, to learn cinematography, the basics. I got to apply what I'm trying to learn, and then take it into DaVinci, which is free. This is a powerful software. It's free. Take it into DaVinci and then learn editing and color grading. I am giving you my word. If you identify a passion project, knowing that you have no idea what you're doing, shoot it, edit it, produce it, you will learn more in that like 1 week span than any YouTube video could teach you in a sitting. It's just a fact. So guys, this channel, it's just going to be a culmination. I got some projects on the horizon, some short films, some brand films that I'm doing, films for brands. I'm doing stuff. And I'm going to bring you guys along. So I stood this channel up to show you from just an amateur filmmaker. Guys, I'm not some specialist guy, but I do desire to get some films that I'm working on a festival circuit. So I'm going to bring you guys along from a dude who has nothing to gain. Guys, I don't have anything to gain. Doing this video is taking away from my main channel, which makes me money, and I have 0 sponsorships. So everything that I show you guys, everything that I'm talking about is coming straight from the heart, straight from the jugular. And the purpose of this channel is just to bring you guys along so I can show you what it's like for a grown adult who has a family, who has a career, who's also trying to get better at this filmmaking thing, and then past that, trying to deliver some of these projects. Finding brands to work with, finding festivals to submit to. I'll bring you guys along the whole way. Apologies, there's no crazy B-roll or anything like that. To be honest with you guys, on my other channel, I'm just getting a little tired of having to hold people's attention. I get it. I understand. It's the dance that I dance over there. But over here with the creatives, I feel like I could just, I was going to say poach up. I don't think that's the right word. Perch. I'm just going to perch up by a tree, smoke a cigar, drink a little coffee, and talk to you guys. So that's what this video is. And yeah, it's your boy, Bubba, otherwise known as Big Frizz. People call me Big Frizz. Around here, we call people Bubba. Formerly known as Marcus Frisbee. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I got more of this stuff coming out. And as always, Love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Over and out.